Hello again, listeners. Welcome to another episode of the Kotu Classic podcast on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. I am your host, Chama. Today we will be previewing game week 32 of the FPL season. For a long time, the season has not been normal. Finally, we have
No.
another normal game week because we're gonna have just 10 matches this game week. But of course, it's gonna be a big one because it's gonna be kind of a title decider where Liverpool and Man City have to play this game week. So there's gonna be a big game, even though it's a normal game week in FPL. It's not gonna be as normal as we anticipate it to be because we're not gonna heavily rely on our usual suspects like the Salahs, the Cancelos. We don't know what to expect in that game. But today, guys, again, the co-host of this podcast or the main host of this podcast, Solomon, is not available. So we have another worthy replacement. Last week it was Ben, and today we have Chris, Big Chris. We miss you on this first pod, bro. Long
How are
time we
you?
no see, man. What's up?
Long time. Good to hear from you. I miss you guys so much. Always happy to be back. Talk
Yeah, we're
about
happy to have
how
you.
we're all suffering with FPL.
But I'm not sure you're suffering because this week you had a green arrow, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes. This week I definitely had a green arrow. I went up a little bit. But it hurts me because you can even see under our names right now, you are position 460. And I am 236,000. Chawami, I always told you, you are just a wizard. You are just a wizard.
No, I've been very lucky this season. I think all my luck over playing FPL over 8 years all came together this season, and then all the luck is on my head now. So I don't expect to see this again next season or something like that. But yeah, I'm enjoying this season, to be honest. And our team, Liverpool, is also doing very well in every competition this season. So yeah,
Of course.
it is a great football season for me, great FPL season for me, and hopefully it ends well. But today,
No,
guys,
yeah.
yeah, before we go into any discussion, I just wanted to say to our listeners, if you are new around here, please consider to subscribe to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. We always do regular podcasts on FPL and also other podcasts about Gambia football and things like that. But today, like I said, we want to preview game week 32 and we also look back to game week 31 and see how we did in that game week and then look at the fixtures. And then also there's a lot of double game weeks that are announced over the between game week 31 and game week 32. So we want to look at those fixtures and then discuss how we're going to navigate that and then see how we're going to make sure that we have a very strong end to the season. Right, Chris?
Yes, definitely. I need some guidance here, Chan. So any advice right now for the balance few weeks, I will take it.
No, you are the one advising today. You are the main advisor here.
Me? Oh no. Guys, I'm so sorry for my advice coming, yeah? Okay, you're probably going to lose 8 points very soon.
Yeah, but we can go into our game weeks and see how we did this game week. So we can start with our guy Solomon. How did he do?
Let's see.
He was on 31 points 41 points this game week. I think he brought in Workhouse. I think we did the same transfer, me and him, and he ended up in
Yeah, I
30,
can,
in 41 points. But he was a bit unlucky with TNE getting
yeah.
injured, Trent getting injured, size. So he had three defenders who did not turn up. How did you see his team? You cannot see it
Well,
very well, right? It's quite small for you. He had
it's a bit small, but I can make out. Yeah.
yeah, he had Ramsdale in goal, Cancelo, Lucas Digne, Tierney, Kulusevski, Rafinha, Gordon, and Salah in the middle. And then up top he had Workhouse, Broha, and Harry Kane was his captain. At least he got the captain right? Because we all captain Salah,
Yeah,
isn't it?
we all captain Salah, exactly. So I can see that he did a better choice. I was very close to captaining Van Dijk again because I
Uh-huh.
did that the week before. But I just said, if everybody captains Salah and he even gets 1 point, that's double more points than me. So I just went with the usual Salah.
Yeah. You bottled it there. Then you kind of you.
Yeah.
But let's look at your team. How did you do? Let me bring up your team. Yeah, you had De Gea in goal.
Okay. Yes. I
Um,
had the hair. Go ahead.
De Gea, Van Dijk, Laporte, Cancelo, and Rudiger. You have a double city defense. I like your double city defense, to be honest. I'm kind of admiring that double,
Yeah.
but at least after
I
Liverpool,
took
maybe.
out Yeah, I took out Trent because he was injured apparently, and I brought in Cancelo. And I'm quite lucky that my whole back four all have 6 points. I think that's a really good score.
Wow, that was the that was a swipe for your back for everybody got this, and Rudiger could have get in more if not for Chelsea's
More.
woeful defending because he scored a goal and then
Wow.
he ended up with just 6 points. So usually when a
Yeah,
defender scores, you will expect more points, right?
yeah. And he scored and celebrated like he won the game and then conceded four. So that was
Yeah,
beautiful. Like,
the celebration was epic, right?
it was epic. It was something.
Yeah, and in midfield you had Salah, Coutinho, Martinelli, and Son. I like the Martinelli pick. Son, yeah, we have Son together. And yeah, Martinelli is one of my favorite players to watch, especially
Martinelli. Yeah.
yeah, he's a good kid, right?
He's
But
a
he
good
did not
kid, but
start,
I
right?
feel like ever since I brought him, he did not start. And this is the bad luck I have because I keep bringing in players who are doing well and then end up in the bench. So, I mean, I need to stop trying to get all these differentials because I believe he is a differential when I picked him 3 weeks ago.
Definitely, he's definitely a differential because when the international break come into the picture, it kind of complicate everything. And I
Yes,
think Smith Rowe did not play a lot in during the international break and things like that. So Ateta kind of rested him, but I think he regretted it because Arsenal lost that game very heavily. And yeah,
yes,
Martinelli came.
very heavily.
Yeah, it was not the greatest one. And up top, you have Maupe and Adams. Wow, Maupe, the penalty. How did you feel about that?
I remember my brother, who's also in the Kotu Classic League,
Yeah,
he just looked at me and he was like, "You're going to cry." I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Maupe lost the penalty." I just started being hysterical, thinking, "Why? This is not what I need, to start my week." It was just unbelievable.
yeah, definitely, definitely. But for the 9 points, you still got the green arrow. Yeah,
Yes,
not bad, right?
yes, I definitely got the green arrow. I moved up to 236,039. So I believe that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So what's the final target for the season? Do you have any target set for yourself for to end the season?
Um, I'll be very honest, okay? As long as I finish on top of my brother,
Uh huh.
I think I am fine because I am 14th in the Kutu Classic and he's 16th, and we are just 4 points ahead different.
It's very
So if I
tight
can
again.
finish ahead of him, yeah, I think I'll be quite happy. I'll consider that a win.
Yeah, yeah. Last season was not to be, right? But you can
No,
make amends this year, right?
yes, last time he beat me by I think 2 3 points, and he was ahead of me. So
It's
yeah,
always close between you guys. It's always close. I can see that.
yeah, it's always close, and he copies my team a lot. He likes to just cheat a little bit and tell me, yeah, I'm going to pick Salah as captain, and then he will do something else. Just try to throw me off with little mind games. But it's
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
it's part of the game. It's part of the game. FPL. Yeah, let me
yes,
just
it
bring
is.
up my team. I have a decent week to be honest. Considering
Oh
the
yes,
week
you
was
did.
was a pretty low scoring week. I started Jose Sa in goal, and I had Doherty. Yeah, I think that was a big one. Doherty, I brought him in a
Very good
couple of
one.
game weeks
Yeah.
ago, and Fofana he came in for size. Size did not start
Okay.
for Wolves, so Fofana came in for him just for a 1 pointer, but he could have got a goal. He had one big chance, not a big chance for say, but he had one good header against Man United, and De Gea made one exceptional save in the end. I think that was
Which
very good save. If you watch the United game, a lot of United fans were talking about it. You know that De Gea
yeah,
save. It was
United
from
fans
Fofana.
talk a lot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
ex-
Any
ex-
small thing if Man United players do, United fans talk about it for weeks.
for
So
weeks, huh?
it's okay. Yeah, for weeks.
Yeah, and then we have my boy Van Dijk. Yeah, me too. I considered captaining Van Dijk, just like you say. I considered it. But just before the game started, I realized that Salah was starting. They say Salah was in the
Okay.
lineup. So if Salah is in the lineup, you just have to captain him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I have to,
panic.
but yeah, especially he's playing Watford at home. You have to do it. So at the end of the
Yeah, of
day,
course.
yeah, I couldn't go anywhere else. And yeah, in midfield, I had Salah himself, Son with 12 points, Kulusevski with 6, Rafinha with 5, and Saka with 2. And up top, I have Weghorst, who disappointed with his double game week, 3 points.
Double game week.
Like I said, yeah, he was my only transfer this week, and yet he disappointed. That was my game week. It was not the greatest game week. Well, it was decent one, but of course, yeah, I would take that anyways for that game week. Let's
Yeah.
look at
No,
the
definitely.
the Kotu Classic Manager of the Week and the mini league update. And our manager of the week this week is Papa Damfa. He had 76 points. He did not take any hits. So he had Allison in
Really?
goal. Yeah, Rodiger, uh, James, even though he got 0 points, and
Okay.
Robertson in defense. And then in the middle, he had Mason Mount, Son, Odegaard, Saka, and Rafinha. Up top, he had Richarlison, who he captained with 17, like 34 points, and
Look at that.
Simit and
Saint
Saint
Maxima.
Maximin. Yeah. So that Richarlison completely changed everything in his game week, right?
No, that
Because
definitely changed
because if you
everything.
look at the other players he had, I think it's only Son had more than 10 points. So yeah, captaincy is very vital in FPL. Like if you get your
Oh,
captaincy
very,
right,
very
it makes a
important.
lot of difference.
Very, very, very different. Yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting for my, I still have my triple captainship. I'm
Uh huh.
hoping to use it in the coming week soon. And maybe I'll be celebrating like this guy here with Richarlison doing something because last 2 game weeks, I did not have a very good triple captain week, you
Uh-huh.
know.
So
So I'm hoping this final stage of this year, this league, I'll be able to manage
so
and
who do
get
you
some
plan to
points.
triple? Who do you plan to give the triple captain to? Do you have any plans yet?
There's a, well, I've been looking into some research. I think that on the 30 game week 36 we will have a double game week. I
Yeah,
think
36.
Liverpool might have one, and I'm trying to go for, of course, Mr. Salah, or maybe even Allison as a goalkeeper. Getting a triple clean sheet might be very important. You know.
Well, yeah, it's possible because Liverpool are very consistent in terms of keeping clean sheet this season. But I think they are conceding quite a lot of chances, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alisson is saving Liverpool a lot this season, and I hate that, especially
I
the second
also
half of
hate
the
that
season.
because
Yeah, I don't want to see
yeah,
Liverpool
yeah,
get.
yeah, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
no, I hate it. Goalkeeper, even when they pass him the ball, sometimes he wants to just kind of hold it off for a few seconds. It's just pointless. Kick the ball, get it out of there, Allison. You know,
Yeah, no nonsense goalkeeping, right?
no nonsense goalkeeping.
Nice. Yeah, congratulations, Pat Damfa. The Seals, 76 points. I think it's a very good game week for him. So, yeah, go to Classic Manager of the
Congratulations,
Week.
Papa Dampa.
Yeah. And next, we look at the Kotu Classic table. Usually, Solomon do this part. So, we just go brush it aside and see the top five.
Okay,
This way, we got the top five. We have the Reds, that is Ahmed Tijan Suleiman. He's at fifth. And you have Pratek Arola. He's at fourth. And Jibril
okay.
Fall, Morinista starred. And Andrew Hennin, our defending champion from last season, he's a second. Yo,
I
he's having two
see.
exceptional, yeah, two great seasons.
Very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am quite hanging there and still
Who's there?
there.
Who's that on the top? Is that you? Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm still hanging there. I'm still
Wow.
hanging.
148 points ahead of second place. Shouldn't we just hang up our gloves and give it to you? You won. You know?
Yeah, the luck, I like I said, the luck has been really on my side this season. So yeah,
Yes.
you can understand. All my luck
Yeah.
from the 8 years playing FPL come together and then came this season. So yeah, next season don't expect to see me
Yeah.
there. I will back. I will back. I will back
What?
to I will be back to my normal self.
Boy, Baralma, why? Please. Please. Baralma. Next year, like, is the first time. Baralma, bro. Real statistics, I tell you.
Yeah. That was the review, guys. Oh, let's just look at the results. Yeah, we did not talk about the results. Let's talk about the results briefly, and then we go to the preview for the next game, which will be more interesting because we have to talk a lot about Liverpool versus Manchester City.
Yes.
That is a big game. But yeah, first let's look
Very
at the
good.
results. Did you watch any of the games this weekend? Game week 31. Which games did you catch, and which players really impressed you in the game week?
Okay. I watched the Liverpool game, of course, and I really like this player Diaz that we have. I think he's amazing. I think he's going to definitely either take over Salah when he leaves. You know. Um, Apart from the other games, honestly, I don't think I caught any other game apart from the Champions League. So, uh, oh yes, the Chelsea, definitely. I watched the Chelsea game. Like I said, I saw Rudiger scored the goal, and I was celebrating, thinking, maybe one or two more goals, and it was a few minutes later, Brentford just equalized and just started scoring all the goals, and I was like, it's finished. I'm really glad to get 6 points from Rudiger.
Yeah. His celebration was something else. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, sometimes he just it was really strange celebration from Rudiger. But yeah, it was a good
Right.
game from Brentford, to be honest. You see, Ericsson. He's an
Oh,
exceptional player.
Ericsson. Oh, what a player, what a
He,
buy. Nobody wanted him
yeah,
because of his heart condition. And look at him scoring goals in Brentford.
yeah. I think he has three. He has one goal and three, like 3 goals and one assist in the last 3 games he played for Brentford and his country. He's been exceptional, to be honest. And
Yeah, very exceptional.
yeah, they have a quality player. I think he's on loan there for just for 6 months. So at the end of the season, he will be available for other team. He will be a free agent. I'm here in Tottenham. I want him back in their team. I'm sure if he go back to Tottenham, he can do great things there. But yeah, Brentford, they were a little bit in trouble, but since Ericsson came, he has completely transformed them. Like make the players better around
Definitely.
him. Tony is better. Is a better FPL
Yeah,
asset and things like that. Yeah, it was a top performance from them. 4-1 against Chelsea. That was a
that's a
surprising result.
big, big surprise. Big, especially how they've been, struggling in the whole season. And like you said, Ericsson coming in, picking up the pieces, it would be good for them. I hope he stays another season, honestly.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, I also I watched the Liverpool game against Watford. It was not the best game, of course. You are talking about Diaz. I think you are talking about him in the Champions League. He was exceptional last night in the Champions League, doing some great
Oh,
stuff in the Champions League. Yeah, but yeah, in the League Two, I think he was rested against Watford. Jota came, scored the goal, and got the assist. I think you have Jota in your team, right? Jota is an ex.
no, I took Jota out.
Oh,
I
is
took him out a few weeks ago.
then it's your brother who have him, Alfred.
Yes, my
Yeah,
brother. He's the only one in.
yeah. I saw him in his team. Yeah. Jota, what a player he is too. You know that
Yeah,
Liverpool
he's
attack
a really
now.
good player.
We have five top exceptional attackers. You don't know. I don't even know who's gonna play against Manchester City. To be honest, and anybody who
We
play,
are like City
I'll be
now.
comfortable. Huh?
Yeah, and we are like City now, just complete rotation, not knowing who's gonna be up there.
Definitely. But it was a good game. It was what I expected, anyways. Like just get the result and then think about the next game because
The
Watford at the
next
end of
game.
the day, yeah, with all due respect to them, we just wanted to get that result because we have bigger things to do after that. That was the Champions League, that is City and things like that. But also Tottenham.
Yeah.
I watched the Tottenham game. Tottenham have been exceptional when it comes to attack. They were the best attacking team this game week. Son, Kane, and
Okay.
Kulusevski. What a player! Son did not have any goal. I was so happy for that, to be honest, because I did not own Son. And that's FPL at the end of the day. But he was the best. He was the best player on the pitch. He was simply the best player on the pitch. They scored 5. He did
Okay.
not score. I know it's very hard for the Kane owners to not see him score in that game. He got one
He did
assist.
score. He
He got
scored one goal.
no. He got an assist. Only an assist for Son. Yeah.
What? I remember celebrating a goal for him.
No, it was an assist for Doherty. He did not score.
Oh my God.
I mean, I
No
mean
way.
Kane. I mean Kane, not Son. Sorry, Kane.
Ah, Kane. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kane.
Kane. No, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Kane was the best player in that pitch, but he did not score. I was
No.
happy that I have Son. So it was a battle between Son and Kane. Either you have Son or you
Yeah.
have
I
Kane.
think
It's
we went
always
with the right one.
yeah. So yeah, like, I think Kane is still one of the best picks in the game, especially considering what strikers are doing this season. But yeah, I was happy to see him not return that game week. I'm happy to win that battle against Kane, right?
Yeah. Definitely. I also happy I won that. And Kane is coming up with like four very easy fixtures. So it might be. It's a good idea. Kane. Looking at him.
Yeah. Now
Right.
Tottenham, you are spoiled for assets now, right? You have Doherty, you have
Yeah.
Son, you have Kane, and then you have Kulusevski. So which three are you gonna go with? What is your favorite three from Tottenham right now?
Right now, for me, my favorite three is actually Son, Kane, and Kulusevski. I mean, it can't be anything else. Even though I don't have Kulusevski, I
Uh,
have Emerson Royal, who gave me 8 points on the bench, which is fantastic. Um, not of any use in my life. So I'm trying to get rid of Emerson Royal, maybe get Kulusevski because he starts more. Emerson doesn't start.
yeah.
Yeah,
Emerson is
so
kind of
definitely.
a rotation player. But yeah, Doherty, I think Doherty is back to his best, like what he was at Wolves. Antonio Conte. Antonio
Okay.
Conte is a top manager. He's an exceptional
Yes.
manager. He's at the level of Klopp and Guardiola. I would say that he does not have the team as Klopp and Guardiola have right now. But given the time, I think he can transform this Tottenham team into something big. But I don't know if he will stay
I
there.
agree.
Yeah, but he's a top manager. He completely transformed this team since he came. They have not been consistent,
He did.
but they are an exceptional team, to be honest.
Yeah, they're trying. They're not just
Mhm.
going in and failing. They're going
Yeah,
and putting some sort of like, yeah, definitely. And I'm looking at Doherty. You're right. Doherty had 18 points against Leeds. Is that possible?
yeah,
Is that real?
he's been
Wow, look at this.
exceptional.
Yeah, he's doing exceptional. 14 points against Everton, then 18 points against Leeds is mad. This is it. This guy's doing well.
So you see,
Yeah,
so with three to go
you're
with,
right.
I have Son, Doherty, and Kulusevski. So I'm missing the big one,
Okay.
that is Kane.
Yeah.
So every week I'm watching Tottenham, I'm always praying that Kane does not do something big. But you cannot stop him. He's just an exceptional talent, to be
No, you
honest.
cannot. You cannot stop him. No. No, yeah, definitely those I think those are the best three players to go with. But I would replace Doherty with Kulusevski for me because I already missed out on him getting points and I feel bad. So I don't want to pick him anymore. You know?
You feel you have missed the boat, right?
Yeah, I missed the boat. So let me just stick with maybe getting Kulusevski in and maybe I can like ride a few more, points from him.
Yeah, that's also
Oh
an
my god.
option. That's also an option. So yeah, I think that's it. That should be for the results because we don't usually dwell too much on the results here. We just want to
Okay.
look forward and then see what assets to get. But of course, you want to know which players did well over the week and things like that,
Yeah.
and then try to recap on the games. But generally, myself, I don't watch all the games, so it's half
Okay.
watching and half using numbers to make my team and things like that. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, let's move into the preview of game week 32, which is the big game week. It's gonna
Okay.
be a normal game week because I cannot remember the last time we had a normal game week where 10 teams played, 8 teams play one game week, and there was no blank
Yeah.
game week. Can you remember the last game week we had that?
No, it's been a while. Been
Yeah, I
quite a
cannot
while.
remember. So we
Yeah.
are back to normal this game week. So
Yeah.
let's look at the fixtures of game week 32. Here are the
Okay.
fixtures. The big one, of course, is gonna be the final game of the week, which is Manchester City Liverpool. This is gonna be big.
Man City versus
Yeah,
Liverpool. This
and
is
then
gonna
we
be
have
really, really big.
yeah. But before we discuss about that game, let's look at the other fixtures. That is Newcastle Wolves, Everton, Man United, Arsenal,
Okay.
Brighton, Southampton, Chelsea, Watford, Leeds, Aston Villa, Spurs, Brentford, West Ham, Leicester, Crystal Palace, Norwich, Burnley. Let's look at these 9 fixtures and see which
Yeah.
teams to target or which fixtures to target
Which fixture target for fantasy?
for this
Um,
particular game week.
where would you start personally? Apart from, of course, we just leave the City and Liverpool game out. I think for me, I would go. Um, I'm really looking at Son is a good option, of course, against Villa. Like you said, Son, Kane, Doherty, Kulusevski, these
Spurs
Tottenham
assets.
players. Yeah, these are Tottenham assets. I think honestly, apart from Tottenham and Liverpool and City assets, I don't see anyone else. Do you see anyone else? Do you think you can bring anyone else for points?
Yeah, it's difficult to be honest. You are right. Usually the main aim is to get the Liverpool players and the City players and the Chelsea players sometimes. But Chelsea they have been so underwhelming over the last 2 games since they came back from the break. Lost 4-1 in against Brentford and then lost 3-1 in the Champions League against Real Madrid. Both games at home. Now they're going to play a very energetic Southampton team, and then they are going to be
Yeah,
preparing for Real Madrid next. So it's not the ideal situation for Chelsea, but I can give them, I can have a case for them because they have some exceptional talents too, like Rhys James. He did not start the last game. I
yeah,
think he's a very good player. Mason Mount, Kai Havertz. These are very good players. Havertz scored in the Champions League. So yeah,
yeah.
but it's still difficult to consider Chelsea at this particular time. And then you
Oh
look at
yes,
all the fixtures are kind of tight. Man United, Everton. Everton are woeful. Man United are not great. So it's kind of,
no,
almost the same level if you look at the fixture. But I think that fixture too, you can say players like Bruno Fernandes, if you have the Everton defense is very bad. So it
no,
could
yeah.
be
Everton is horrible, but like yeah, Fernandez, maybe even Fred, but these are very low points to target, I believe. You
yeah.
know, you know. But yeah, I mean, like we said before, Kane or me. I think I'm just gonna try and bring Kane in. I
For
have
this
to.
for
I
this
have to
game.
make a sacrifice. Yeah,
How yeah,
I
Kane,
really think that he will score.
you have two sports. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a good one too. Aston Villa too have been a little bit underwhelming in the last 3 games. I think they lost their last 3 games.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gerrard is struggling a little bit, but not by big scores.
a little bit,
Yeah, I think they conceded like 4 goals over that period, so it's not a lot of goals they are conceding.
something like that.
Yeah, and Arsenal they play Brighton. They need this game. Arsenal need this game dearly. They lost their game against Crystal Palace.
Barely.
So they really need this game, especially considering Tottenham, the way the pace Tottenham are coming at them. And
Yeah,
Manchester United are also in the mix for that fourth place. Arsenal really need this game. So I can see them turning up. I have 3 Arsenal players. I have Saka, I have Lacazette, and I have the goalkeeper Ramsdale. And Brighton don't score a lot of
Ramsdale.
goals, right? Brighton, they can keep the ball well, but they don't
No,
score goals. They cannot even score against Norwich, man.
no, they can't. And Norwich, imagine. Everyone is scoring against Norwich.
And Brighton cannot. So what do you see in that game? Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton. I know Arsenal will struggle a little bit because Brighton are a very good ball playing team. They keep the ball very well.
Yeah,
But I think Arsenal are
I
better,
think
right?
Arsenal are definitely better. Okay, they're home. It's the Premier League, and maybe with what's your guy's name again? You have Ramsdale, and even bringing in, you know, I'm thinking about this guy, Odegaard,
Odegaard, yeah.
replacing Martinelli with Odegaard for this specific game because I don't know who I heard that Martinelli was not had a small injury actually. Is
Martin.
that true?
No,
Martinelli, because I
I
don't
know.
know.
No, I think they have 2 injuries. That is Tierney and Pate. They were both.
Okay,
Tierney was missing in the game. He has a knee injury. I think he's out for the season, and that's a big blow for Arsenal because they don't have any other left back who can do what he does. And Thomas Partey in the middle, that one too is a big blow because Partey when he plays, he makes a huge difference in their team. He was having some muscle issues. Martinelli is okay, and you are talking about Martinelli for Odegaard. I think I don't like that idea anyways because
okay,
I for watching football, like if you are considering the player, I think Odegaard is an exceptional talent. I love to watch him, but when you are talking about FPL, I don't see his appeal too much. Martinelli is for me is the better asset. If he was playing every minute, he's the best Arsenal asset, even better than Saka because he's the most direct player who always run behind defense.
yeah,
So I prefer him to Saka, but because Saka is the more nailed one, Ateta kind of trusts Saka more for starts every other game. So that's why I went with Saka, and he's kind of the talisman of that team right now. He has taken up that mantle. But when it comes to chances, when it comes to positions they take in the pitch, Martinelli is much better in that Arsenal attacking team. For me personally, when it comes to FPL, I like him. Even though he did
okay.
not score last week, he did not
Yeah,
start, but I still think he will come good.
he got 4 points. I mean, Martinelli. It also might be a idiotic thing to replace an Arsenal player with another Arsenal player, especially with their round of fixtures coming. So I'm glad that I said that out to you, convincing me otherwise. I will definitely have to stick with Martinelli, man.
Yeah. I will do that. I will
Yeah.
do that. How about Leicester? Leicester City and Crystal Palace. They also play. Crystal Palace are very impressive under Vieira. They are doing exceptionally well. Leicester, they are beginning to get their team together, but they are still in Europe. So how?
Beginning,
Yeah,
yeah,
all their players are coming back. Fofana is back. Vardy, I think he will
yeah,
take longer time to be back. Justin is back. Their defense is looking into shape. Evans is back. So they are looking more. They are looking like a team, like the Leicester team. Actually, Madison is back there. All their injuries are coming back.
yes.
So they are becoming. They are gonna be more harder to beat, and they're gonna be a better team now. I believe. And if they are the team we think they can be, they are better than Crystal Palace. Even though Crystal Palace have been impressive, don't you think so?
Yeah, definitely. Crystal Palace have been expanding. And they beat Arsenal. They're doing very well, I think. But before that game, I think I'm not really aware of the game before Arsenal, but I remember just seeing the despair on Arsenal fans' faces when I met them. So this
Yeah.
is how I'm remembering the game, how angry they were. But yeah, definitely, I think it's going to be a nice game. Um, for where is it? Leicester Crystal Palace. But I did a move already. Maybe I can expose myself. I brought in Madison
Yeah.
for the next week. And
Yeah.
I brought him in for a reason because against Crystal Palace, I think it's a good move. And also maybe he has a double game week coming on 36.
Yeah, he has actually 3 double game weeks coming on the pipeline, so that's a big move. After
That's
I was,
he.
yeah, I will show you the permutations of the double game weeks and things like that, and you can see them.
Nice.
Yeah. We will discuss that just after we look at this fixture. Then we will go into that. So yeah, that's a big move. Actually, I consider that move, Madison, to come into my team, but I will do it one week later when double game week just come in. But I could have done it this
I see.
particular game week. I'm just gonna bank my transfer and then use it the following game week. That's what my plan is right now. But
Yeah.
we will,
Smart.
but we will look
Transfers are
into that.
currencies.
Yeah, exactly. So Brentford, after their performance with Chelsea, now they play West Ham. West Ham, is not an easy team to play against. So it could be a very interesting game. Uh, Brentford are high on confidence. West Ham also they are back after a win against. They won against, who did they win against again? I forget about their Everton.
Uh,
Yeah, Everton. They won Everton 2-1.
is it Everton?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They won Everton. It was Everton 2-1. Is that not right? Let me just look at the results.
Yes.
It was Everton, right? Yeah, it was Everton. Yeah, Bowen came back,
Yes.
scored
Okay,
a
you
goal,
got
got
there
an
before me.
assist. Bowen came back, scored a goal, and made an assist. He is an exceptional FPL asset this season.
Bowen,
So, but
Mr. Bowen.
West Ham are not looking like interested when it comes to the league anymore. I think they kind of consider defeat when it comes to their top four chase, and they are focusing on their Europa League campaign because they are gonna play the quarterfinals of the Europa League against Lyon next Thursday. So
Okay,
yeah, they are kind of focusing
that's
on
pretty
that,
much yeah.
their main focus
Okay.
right now. So, but yeah, they are still a good team to target, but they don't have any doubles yet. I don't think they have any double before the end of the season, but we will check that later. So
Yeah.
the big one. Let's talk about the big one. Manchester
The
City,
big one.
Liverpool. Yeah, the big one. How big is this game? How big is this game, Chris?
This is very big. This game is too big. It's so big. It's bigger than all of us. Let's be honest. This is the title decider, isn't it?
It could be, yeah, but
It
I don't
could
want to
be.
go there.
I believe it is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I believe it is. I believe that this is the game. I believe all the other fixtures are definitely beatable,
Yeah.
and I think that this is. I think this is it. And I hope. I just hope it doesn't end in a draw, because we don't want to wait all this time for this fixture and end up in the same place. You know.
Yeah, but it could go there. It could go to a draw because of these are two heavyweights and they are all at the peak of their powers. I cannot remember any two teams at this, at the peak, at this peak of their power and then coming to clash together at this stage of the
Yeah.
season. You know, because, to be honest,
It's true. Yeah.
with all due respect to other teams like Manchester United in the past and things like that, the level that Manchester City and Liverpool have elevated the the level they have gone to is completely different from the
It's too
levels
much.
that we have been seeing in the
Oh
Premier League
yeah.
in the past. To be honest, they have, because
No,
the
I
way
agree.
they are winning like every other game. Like these
Yeah.
teams, they are allergic to
Not even
losing.
in every game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are kind of allergic to losing. They kind of win, 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 win. So it's
Yeah.
always about who wins more. It's not about, you don't expect your opponent to drop points, right? If you're a Manchester City fan, you don't expect Liverpool to drop points. If you're a Liverpool fan, you don't expect Manchester City to drop points. Even Pep said it in his
No.
interview. Yeah, he don't expect Liverpool to
You
drop
don't
points.
expect.
So it's a big game, and I agree with you that it could be a title decider. But for me, if Manchester City win, I think that's it for the title because I cannot see them dropping more points. If Manchester
I
City
don't
win,
see that they can drop. Yeah.
if
They'll be
Liverpool
four
win,
points ahead.
yeah, they will be 4 points ahead. If Liverpool win, it's just 1 point ahead, and I think there is still a race there. It's 2 points ahead. Sorry, there is still
You
a
know,
race there.
Liverpool can choke. Liverpool are chokers being on the top. You know, us, we're good at being second and winning,
Uh-huh.
but to just be 1 point behind in front of someone, we always somehow, we've choked to City a few times,
Yeah,
being
yeah,
12
we
points
did it.
ahead, 15 points
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We can't
definitely.
do this again, Chama. It
Yeah,
can't happen, Chama.
it can happen, right? It can happen.
No,
It
it
can.
can't, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, we
Oh
shouldn't.
my
We
God.
shouldn't. So it's a big game for Liverpool. I'm very excited for this game. To be honest, in my time watching the Premier League football, the best game I have ever seen is between. To be honest, that is my own personal opinion. Everybody has their choices, but the best game I have seen in the Premier League era, watching football, is between Manchester City and Liverpool. That was the season you are talking about. That Liverpool choke. City won that game 2-1. It was on just after New Year's Day. Um, Aguero scored the first goal, if I remember well, and then Liverpool equalized through Firmino, and then Sane scored the second goal, which was 2. The game ended 2-1. That was the
Yes,
season.
yes,
They finished 98
yes,
points. Liverpool finished 97 points. That is the best game
yes.
I have ever watched. In terms of football, I'm just talking about football, quality of football you are
Okay,
seeing
okay.
from both ends of teams. I haven't seen anything better than that in the Premier League era. Not under Sir
Right.
Alex, not under
Really, that
Wenger.
is your
Yeah, yeah, that is my best game I have watched, to be honest, for me personally.
okay.
It was a very good
As
game.
a Liverpool fan, that is
Uh-huh.
the best game you've seen, like tactically everything.
Yeah, it's not being about. It was just about a football fan, not about me being a
Okay,
Liverpool
I
fan. Just
understand
me
you.
being a
All right.
football fan. The best game I have seen, or the quality of play I have seen from both teams, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that again. Yeah, it was an exceptional game, and I think it's a big statement to make. But That was just my personal opinion. Everybody have their own choices
No,
or things like that.
everyone has their own. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, for me, the best game I ever saw for Liverpool was against Barcelona, beating them 4-0. The passion and just the corner taking quickly. It's just an odd game. It was
Uh-huh.
very odd seeing the best player in the world on sitting down, Robertson trying to slap him, and we're winning, taking corners quickly. Klopp not knowing what's going on. It was just a brilliant game. It
Yeah,
was just fantastic. I wish I could go back and watch that again.
yeah. Of course, of course. That game will be up there when it comes to me choosing my favorite Liverpool games. To be honest, it will be up there. I
Yeah,
have not think about it, but I'm sure it will be number one or number two. To be honest, maybe that one
yeah.
and AC Milan 2005.
2005?
Yeah, those two will
No,
be
that
close
one
there.
wasn't.
It's not
You're right.
about
You're right.
just the enjoyment, like the pleasure you get from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
feeling
yeah,
and
yeah.
enjoyment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah, 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 yeah. I feel you. So how do you view these two teams, Manchester City and Liverpool? How do you see them? The Pep team, the Liverpool
Uh,
team.
the person I'm scared of the most is that guy, the main man, De Bruyne. I'm afraid of this guy. He's scoring almost every game, and we have another guy who loves scoring against us, and that's Foden. This guy likes to score, Foden and Sane.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm really expecting a really good game. I'm hoping that we play, we attack, we score, but I don't want our teams to come there and start choking each. Everyone is taking their time. Nobody wants to make mistakes. Usually that's what happens.
Mhm.
So I wish both of them are just going there to attack to win it. That's what we want, I believe.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Usually, Liverpool like to start this game very fast. Just keep
Yeah.
caught them by surprise. Boom, they come at
First
them,
ten
and then
minutes. Yeah,
first
yeah,
10 minutes, first 20 minutes, and then because City is a
yeah.
team that likes to control the game, control the opponent, control the threats and things like that. So it will be interesting to see how Klopp approaches this game, because Liverpool have changed over the last 2 years since Thiago came into the team, and since we have them Nabiketa being regular in the team. So we have become a
Yeah.
more of a controlling team as well. We try to control teams now. We don't try to just play that heavy metal football that club came with to Liverpool. We have kind of changed. We have evolved as a team. So it will be interesting to see how he approaches this one. But of course, I know what we expect from Pep. He's gonna try to control and try to
Of course.
nullify the threats, the counter attacks and things like that. But it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a tough game. So where is the key battle? Where do you think is the key battle for this game? Where will be the key battle?
The key battle, honestly, I think is that it's if you can stop this guy, if we can stop De Bruyne from getting those passes into Sane and
In the Stalin
Mahrez if
and
he's on the
and
right. I
and
don't know.
Mares, yeah. Mane,
Yeah, like I think that's the
Stalin,
key.
yeah.
Yeah, Sterling,
Food,
yeah, just those
Foden.
wings, they play so yeah. So I really think that's the way. Stopping this guy, Kevin De Bruyne, in the midfield, or maybe that's the plan. Maybe the plan is to go and stop Kevin De Bruyne, but your guy Pep is like, I know that's the plan. We're gonna try and let him be the bait. That's why I
Mhm.
love football. I swear. I think Kevin De Bruyne is the main man. You stop him, we stop City.
Yeah, yeah, he's the main man, and he's a big game player. He always turn up when it comes to the big games. He always turn up. He
Yeah,
never shy away when it comes to the big games. But
no.
also we have our man there, Mo Salah. He is not in great form, but he's a big game player. He turns up in big games. Yes, of course, he lost the African Cup of Nations finals to Senegal. He lost the World Cup qualifiers, and he could not do much in those two games. Of course, he helped his country, but it was not enough. But he's a big game player when it comes to when he's playing for Liverpool. He's a very big game player. You can remember the first leg
No,
against City.
he's a big fan.
That goal he scored against City, the first leg. You can remember
Yes,
that one. It was an
yes,
exceptional
I
goal.
think so.
It was exceptional, right? And
Yeah.
he got the assist, he got the goal. Yeah, it's gonna be a big game. I hope he turn up for this one and see how it is. So if you were a club, what will you go? What will you go with? What will be your approach? Who will you go with in attack? Who will you go
If
with in goalkeeper? I know Alisson will be in goal, 100%. In the defense, you have
yes,
Van
of
Dijk and
course.
probably you have Matip. Left back,
Yes, I
Robertson. Right
prefer
back,
Matip.
Trent. But when it comes to the midfield
Yes.
and the attack, I don't know how we're gonna
Yeah.
approach it. I know Fabinho is gonna be the holding midfielder, 100%. But then after
Yes.
that,
Okay. Fabinho's in the back.
who plays in front of him? 4-3-3. Who plays in front of Fabinho? Or are we gonna play 4-4-2? Or are we gonna play 4-2-4 like we played them 4-2-3-1 like we played them last season when we just unleashed
This
all
is
our attacking
so
players?
much questions.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot.
many
Yeah,
options. I
a
have
lot of
no
options,
idea.
right?
But knowing Klopp, he might just go with the classic Mane, Salah, Firmino up front.
Uh huh.
You know. and he might just do that to start, and maybe bringing Henderson in the back, the captain, who still shocks me that he has a Premier League and Gerrard doesn't, but that's life, you know. So
but don't
so
this
he's
Hendo,
there.
don't this
But I
Hendo,
think
man. Hendo is a top player. He's an
no,
exceptional
I'm
guy.
not dissing Hendo. Hendo is my guy, but you
uh,
know me, I'm a diehard Gerrard fan. So to
yeah,
see Gerrard fight all of those years to not win, anyway, let's move on from Gerrard. He's now
yeah,
old news. Yeah, but I think Henderson will play. I think it will be the typical front three, and I believe second half he's going to switch it all up. He's going to leave Salah to be down in the middle, bring in Jota, bring in Diaz, bring in all these attackers in there, and try to win it.
yeah,
If we're not already ahead by the first 5 minutes,
yeah,
what do you
definitely.
think? Do you think we're going to go with the front three?
Yeah, I agree with you with the classical front three. That is Firmino, Salah, and Mane. They understand this fixture more than anybody in our attacking options.
Yes.
Diaz, a bit of he does not understand English very well, but of course, football is not. You don't need to understand the language. You just need to have the
No.
understanding on the foot and things like that.
Yeah.
So he can. I think he can come in and impact the game. But I think if we use him as an impact player coming off the bench, he could cause them trouble because of his directness.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I believe.
he
Yeah.
can cause them trouble. But Jota too, he's on exceptional form. To be honest, I don't know who to play. But I would be happy to see any three start. To be honest, I will not feel bad if any of the three of I know Salah will start 100%, and any other two who joins him up top, I think I'm happy with. So it's difficult to call. It's difficult to
Yeah.
call. We have options, and they are all
It's
top
really
options.
difficult. Yeah.
And
They're all top. All
yeah,
top.
all exceptional options. But in the middle, who will you go with? Thiago, Naby Keita, they started for the first time against Benfica, and that was an exceptional first half. We controlled the game.
I
It
like
was
it.
fluid. The play was very nice. It was nice. This is what we
Yeah.
want to see. Like if you
It
want to
was
see.
nice. Yes.
But again, you lose a bit of control. You are susceptible to the counter attack
Ball.
here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Henderson will cover all the grounds on there. He will cover Trent. He will cover all the areas. So he's important, very important. His energy that he applies in that team is exceptional. So we have different types of options
Definitely.
in the team. Midfield options, they are exceptional. Attacking options, they are exceptional. Who will you go? Who will be your three in the middle?
I think I want to go with what we saw in with Benfica with Thiago Navigator there. I want to see that. I want to
Yeah,
see Thiago Navigator and also but I don't think Henderson can play with Thiago and I think it's Fabinho that has to play to keep them in the back. No, is what I
yeah,
understand because you have the four and then you have Fabinho and then you have Nabi and you have Thiago.
yeah. Thiago and
No.
Nabi. Benfica was the first time they started for Liverpool. First time ever. Thiago
Yes.
and Nabi started for
Yeah.
Liverpool, and it was exceptional, right?
And I like it.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
it.
it a
But
lot, bro. I think
yeah,
that this
yeah,
should be a
yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it when we play a different team. But when we play City, I kind of want to control them a little bit, and I wanna,
really.
yeah, behind runners, like you say, those wingers, you have to help
Yeah.
Trent. We need somebody to help Trent. We need somebody to
No,
help
yeah. Who
Robertson if they are
Trent,
bumping forward.
our midfielder in defense.
So our midfielders, I have to cover that ground, and I don't feel if we play Naby Keita and Thiago, we will have that protection in our fullbacks. I don't think so. So for that reason, I want to have
No,
balance.
I agree.
And then, I will go with Henderson. And also, he understands this fixture. He is a leader. We need his leadership in that game. So I will go with Henderson
Yeah.
and Thiago. I will go
Maybe
with
he will
Henderson and
not
Thiago.
feel too much pressure as well. Yeah.
Exactly. But hey, we are making this podcast a Liverpool podcast.
It is a Liverpool podcast, so guys.
People will not be happy. We are focusing too much on Liverpool. But yeah, it's
No,
a big
no.
game. Liverpool City.
Especially the United.
Yeah, definitely. So if you were to make your prediction, what will you say? What will be your prediction?
I'm definitely gonna say a straight win for Liverpool. I think honestly it's going to be 4-1 for Liverpool.
Whoa, four is a lot, Chris, right? I will take anything.
I told
I will
you.
take any win. 1-0, I will take. 2-1, I will take. Anything, I will take.
Alright, fine. Any Liverpool fan will take anything. But I'm looking at just here. City and Liverpool have played 49 games, and
Yeah.
Liverpool have won 20 of those games.
Yeah.
And City only 11. So Liverpool is winning.
You always
We're
winning,
winning the
huh?
league. We're winning. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm trying to will it.
we're gonna put on our Liverpool bias hat and say Liverpool gonna win.
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
no,
let's go with that.
definitely 100%.
Let's go with that. Let's go with the Liverpool win. I'm gonna go with the Liverpool win 2-1. I think we cannot stop City from scoring, so I will give them the one goal. Kevin De Bruyne can get
Yeah,
his goal, and then we just win 2-1.
let him
So
get his goal. No
yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Okay, boy. Let's move into the double game weeks that are supposed to be coming.
Okay,
There's a lot of double game weeks coming on. Yeah, I know we have talked a lot about Liverpool, but let's switch back to the FPL
let's
bit.
talk about other teams. Yeah.
Let's switch back to the FPL bit a little bit. Yeah, game week 33 double was announced, and game week 33 was announced earlier, and I think this midweek there was game week 36 double announced for Arsenal, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Leicester City, Leeds United, Liverpool, they will have a double. Manchester City, they could have a double. And Norwich, they will have a double. Tottenham and Watford, they all have a double. And there could be some other doubles there. It depends on the Champions League and the Europa League and the FA Cup. So they are not yet confirmed. But if you look at the
Yeah.
screen, the fixtures in yellow, they are already confirmed, like Ben Crane puts it. And in 37 too,
Okay.
there are a few doubles. You have Burnley, they are confirmed double. Everton, they are confirmed double. And Leicester City, they are confirmed double. So this table just basically highlights the teams that are gonna have the double game weeks. It's a big a lot of data is there. So we're not gonna delve like talk everything about it. But I will just bring a Venn diagram. Anyways, let's shout out to Ben Krellin for making this spreadsheet. He makes everything easy.
Yeah.
So the best
Shout
thing is
out.
you just need to look at this spreadsheet and make your plan around the spreadsheet. So for me personally, I don't like to look at the permutation and say, okay, this could happen, that could happen. Just know what is happening. These people, they have already worked on it. So use this information to make your plans
I
around
understand. Yeah.
this yeah. So because if I want to
Why
delve
do the
into it,
work 3 times? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. It's
if
already
you
here.
if you want to delve into it, it's gonna be crazy, right? So and
Yeah,
this is
for
how
sure.
it looks. This is how it looks. Somebody that is FPL Spaceman, he has already created a Venn diagram, during primary
Yeah.
school and stuff like that. You can see the
Primary school, for
yeah,
sure.
you can see the Venn diagrams. Everybody know what the Venn diagrams means, right? And this makes it very easy to visualize.
Yes.
So he puts the team's logos in the in the Venn diagram. Like you have double game week 33, double game week 36, and double game week 37. So if you look at that, you see that in double game week 33, Manchester United, Brighton, Newcastle, and Southampton, they all have a single game week. They have a double game week, sorry. And
Ah,
and then you have
yeah.
double game week 33 and double game week 36. Arsenal, they fall under those two circles. It means Arsenal have a double game week in 33 and a double game week in 36.
And in
And then
36.
and then you look at
And in
Leicester.
37. Oh, no, no.
That is Leicester. Leicester in the middle of the Venn
Yeah.
diagram, which touches all the three circles. It means they have a double game week 33,
Uh-huh.
double game week 36, and double game week 37. So Leicester team is a team
Uh-huh.
to target when it comes to the double game week. So Madison, your Madison move, this is what I was talking about. So you have a three
Yeah,
double
you're
game week
right.
for so if he is fit, you have to pray that he's fit because his fitness is kind of in question always. He's always that is the problem with him. But when he's fit, he's an exceptional talent to have. So yeah, this table just gives you the idea of the teams that are gonna double. So make your plans around these
Yeah.
double game weeks. That's how I do it. So yeah, the teams
So
Burnley.
will this be available to us? How will we be able to get these diagrams?
Yeah, you
Is
can
that
have them
something we
there.
can access?
Yeah, of course, they are on Twitter. I got them from Twitter. That is FPL Spaceman.
Okay.
He created this Venn diagram, and then you just get the diagram, and then
Okay, okay.
you can
FPL
tinker
Spaceman.
around. You
All
can
right.
tinker around it. Yeah, I can send you the link later. Don't worry. So you
Yes.
can just
Okay.
there's a lot of resources on Twitter. If you want FPL resources, just follow the
This
FPL
Twitter, huh?
community. You get a lot of
Okay, no problem.
information. And yeah, Ben Crane. I think everybody who plays FPL knows Ben Crane, right?
I,
Right?
I don't want to say right because it's wrong. I don't
You
know
don't
who is
know.
Ben Kellen.
You don't know Ben Crane.
I don't know who is Ben.
And yeah, and
No.
wow, Ben Crane is the
Who's Ben
guru.
Kellen?
He is the guru of
Is he the
FPL.
guru?
He is the guru for
Ben.
for preparing the FPL fixtures.
Ah,
Wow.
so this is the master. So now I'm going to follow him, and maybe I'll be first as well in this league. Then
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah.
guru, huh?
When it comes to double game weeks and single game weeks, he has a he has in his mind he can picture everything over the season when this is gonna fall and when that is gonna fall. So he prepares a lot of spreadsheets and things like that. And he
I
helps us navigate
see.
this difficult period where there is a blank, there is a double game week. Yeah,
Look at
Chris, you
this.
are missing out,
I
man.
am just following him. I just started following him. Awesome, it's done.
Wow.
Nice. Ben Krellin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a must. If you are doing FPL and you don't follow Ben Krellin, no, you are not playing FPL. To be honest.
Nothing. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I'm just realizing I also have Amarte. Amati. Do you rate this player? Amati for Leicester?
Uh before Fofana and Evans came back, he was quite regular. When I bought Fofana, I considered him, but because of the return of their first choice centre backs, I don't see him having a lot of minutes. But
Okay.
you have the bench boost to play. If you have that, I think he's not a player you wanna
Yes.
keep. You wanna sell him. Yeah.
Okay.
But for me personally, I already use my bench boost. So if I had him, he would be kind of a bench fodder who I will only use for my bench and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I appreciate the advice. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to follow Ben Krellin, and then these spreadsheets you need to understand them. Like Ben Krellin, I yeah,
Yes.
he he kind of draw a roadmap of every fixture that is gonna happen. When they announce it, before they announce it, he can predict what is gonna happen next. So it helps you plan, right? To be honest, I use
I
the plan.
guess. Yeah.
I use his spreadsheets like it is my go-to guide when it comes to planning. But
Okay.
I don't try to go deep where when it comes to understanding like how they schedule the fixtures and things like that. I just want him to
Yeah.
say, okay, this is the permutations, and then I use the
Yeah. Yeah.
information.
I understand. You just want the data. You
I
don't you
just
don't really want to know how the data was brought upon. Made into
exactly
this
exactly.
diagram.
I
Yeah.
trust him. I trust him.
Yeah.
Actually, he has a pedigree on the in the community that yeah, you don't even need to doubt what he say. You just take and then
Yeah.
you
I
go with
see.
it.
If he says Captain Salah, you Captain Salah. If you say, okay, I understand. I'm
not,
sure.
not in that way. Not in that way. He is the guru for fixtures, you know. He's the guru for fixtures when it
I
comes to
understand.
predicting fixtures. Yeah, when it comes to captaincy, that is up to you, man. That one you have to decide it by yourself. That one, yeah, don't let anybody
But
decide
me
that
and
one for you.
myself,
Yeah, yeah, don't let anyone.
that fight is difficult.
Yeah, next, yeah. But before we move, you wanna say anything about about the double game weeks, the teams to target, the teams that you're gonna be looking at
Yeah,
now? Now that you see this,
definitely. I'm looking at some people to target, and sorry if you can give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm looking at all these I'm looking at your Chelsea players here because you see unlikely double game weeks, unlikely, only one. I'm happy so far to be. I've already started trying to bring Arsenal and Leicester players in. This is what I have started doing already. So
yeah,
this is already proving that that is the good way to go
yeah,
because Everton are not really. I mean, you want to bring in Richarlison to have points once every 4 games. It doesn't make sense to me, you know. So, like, what would you advise anyone here to stock upon, like players? I would think it's only Leicester and Arsenal, don't you think?
maybe I think Leicester definitely. Manchester City, but it's about timing because Manchester City they have a double game week probably in game week 36 or 37.
Yes.
And they play Watford in game week 34, Brentford in game week Leeds in game week 35. So their fixtures are good. So it's not just about targeting the double game weekers. You also want to target
Ah,
the teams that have the good games. And then you look at Chelsea, like you
no,
said,
you're right.
Chelsea have a couple of double game weeks to come, so you wanna target them. Manchester United, I'm not so sure because they have a good double. They have a double where they play Norwich and Liverpool. Liverpool away, Norwich
Yeah.
at home. I think the Norwich fixture is good, but the Liverpool one, to be honest, not just talking as a Liverpool fan, but I think that's not a good fixture for Manchester United, especially
No, I
considering
think that's a
Liverpool.
terrible fixture for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but still, it's a derby. You know, it's gonna be a hard one.
Okay.
You never know. So,
A
so
lot of
yeah,
doing that one now. Yeah.
yeah. So, but Leicester, I think Leicester is one team definitely. Because
Okay.
they have three doubles to come and they are already confirmed.
Yeah.
But the issue with them is they are in Europe. They are playing in the European Conference. So are they gonna prioritize that over the league now? Because they are not gonna finish fourth, fifth, or sixth. They are comfortable. They are not gonna finish in the European
Yeah.
spots.
They're not gonna
So
get relegated.
they're not gonna
So
get relegated, of course. So what do they
yeah.
do? What do they play for now? And they have the other competition to play in. So you have to factor in those things. So, but
No, you're right.
for me to be honest, Arsenal, no, I already have three Arsenal players. I already have three Tottenham players. So Manchester City and Chelsea are teams that I want to target. over the coming game week, because Leicester too, I'm gonna likely to have three players from them.
Okay.
But Palace too, they
Um.
have. We are not talking about a small team like Crystal Palace. They also have a double here and there.
Yes. You see, my problem is that I am trying to make up. I'm trying to build a team to have, including my bench, double game weeks, so I can have my bench boost. That's what I'm planning.
Yeah,
So if you see me attacking all these double game weeks for 36, that's my plan. I want to try and get there and have a bench boost. So every one of my, I think it's 15 players that will play 2 times and maybe can shoot me up or maybe even, shoot me down. Depends on my players. So
yeah,
I'm trying to catch up to you, bro. That's all
yeah.
it is.
y-
Being 14th position.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think double game week 36 is a good time to play the bench boost. Because you have a lot of fixtures there.
Yeah.
So if you can, some of the players you will already have them. So maybe you will just need to adjust 3 or 4 players, and then you are already there with the double game weekers, and you can
Yeah.
it's possible. It
Yeah.
is possible, but you have to hope that Manchester
Definitely.
City's double fall there, because Manchester City's double, it depends on what happens to West Ham and what happens to Manchester City in the FA Cup. So we cannot know for now. What is the chances of them
No,
playing
we
the double?
can't.
Yeah,
We can't be hopeful though, and let's try to be
yeah,
because
definitely.
I need to be as my double game week.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's end the podcast by looking at our teams going into game week 32.
Okay.
What the plans for our team? So I will bring up your team. Talk us through your team, man.
Okay. So in the back, I have De Gea, who
Mhm.
is a psycho. But he never seems to get me clean sheets. It's unbelievable.
It's Man United,
Um,
man. It's Man U,
and
man.
you're right. You're right. What am I thinking? The back four. I went for the same back four as last week: Van Dijk, Laporte, Rudiger, and Cancelo. Um, but of course, Van Dijk, Laporte, and Cancelo are playing each other. So I don't know what is going to happen there.
Yeah, you just play them. Yeah.
And yeah, and then we move on to the midfield. I have Salah, who is my vice captain, and then Coutinho, Martinelli, and then I have my captain Son. Then I have Madison, and as a single striker, Adams, right in
Yeah.
front there for against Chelsea.
Wow, nice. I think your team is looking very good for going into the game week.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I am projected to have 51 points. That's what they are telling me. They're telling me that I am probably going to get 51 points, which it's never accurate. But yeah, I
Yeah.
I hope I get a green arrow.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. No, your team, I think, is looking nice. Maybe the only main asset missing is Kane. And I think it's
Yes.
similar to me. I don't have Kane either, so it's difficult to get to Kane for me. So I'm not gonna go there. So yeah. I think you are set for the game week. Let me go through my team, and then
Yeah.
yeah, this is how I look. I look Ramsdale in goal. I go with three at the back. That is Fofana, play Crystal Palace, Doherty against Aston Villa, and Trent Alexander-Arnold against Manchester City. So in midfield, I have Rafinha, Son, Saka. I am planning to captain Saka or Son, so I've not decided on that one yet.
Okay.
Then Salah, Kulusevski in the middle. Then Lacazette and Iheanacho up top. Weghorst,
Okay.
like he played Norwich, but I'm gonna bench him, man. This guy, he was
Yeah.
so bad against in his double game week. So I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. You know,
But
I
that's the
don't.
first, huh?
Uh-huh.
When you put him on the bench, he's gonna score a hat trick tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. No problem. I bench him for Kulusevski. It's between him and Kulusevski anyway. So it could be him or Kulusevski. I've not decided on that. But I think
Okay.
it's more likely him to be on the bench than Kulusevski. He was on the lineup until I watched their games, 2 games, double game week. He had one shot, one key pass in 2 games he started. Imagine you playing a football match for a whole 2 games, and then you
90
are the
minutes.
main striker in the
Yeah.
team,
Oh, 2 games.
and then you get
Yeah.
one shot. How will you feel about yourself? Right?
No, I will not feel good. I will even tell him to take my salary for the week. Take it. I don't want it.
You see, yeah, that was disappointing for me. Of course, one fixture was Manchester City, but the other fixture was Everton, man. Everton had a woeful defense. Even
Yeah.
Burnley scored 3 goals against Everton. He only had one shot against Everton.
Even Burnley.
Even Burnley scored 3 goals against Everton. You see, and he cannot even muster one shot in the box or one shot on target. Only one shot over two fixtures. No, I'm not. I cannot take that. I cannot take that. That's why I
No.
decided to put him on my bench. He's not. He's because I'm a numbers guy. I like the numbers. I like the stats. So his stats are not looking promising. So that's why I am benching even for Norwich. I don't mind too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my team. Any other thing to add? My team. What do you think?
Well, your me, I think your team looks just very elegant. I feel like I'm a bit jealous. You have Liverpool players, no City players. Your team looks like you support Liverpool.
Yeah.
If you look at mine, I look like a City, City supporter. I'm just going with the stats, bro. I don't know. These four defenders have been doing the best all week, all season. So I just stuck with them. Let's see what happens. Maybe every one of them will get a goal. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. My team looks like a Liverpool supporter. I could have started Van Dijk actually and go with it. Or go. Actually, what I said is, I could have get Cancelo this game week or last game week, and then and play him. I could do that. But as a Liverpool fan, I say this is the game week I will become biased to my Liverpool allegiance, and then just even my bias on my FPL team, and then go with all Liverpool or because I'm gonna predict a Liverpool win, like we say. I predicted Liverpool to win the
Yeah,
game. So if Liverpool is gonna win the game, I don't expect City to do well. So that's why this game week I'm gonna go with my biased self. Yeah, just for this particular game week, I will do that. I'm not usually biased in FPL because I usually pick based on what my head says, not what my heart says.
of course.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but this game week, I'm going with
Well,
the
that's
heart.
why you're first. That's why you're first in every league, bro. Because you're using your head, not your heart. Unlike us here, putting in a Salah captain all the time. Anyway,
Now, what's the captain all the time is not bad, man. He has delivered this season. How many
my
points
Salah,
did
my
he?
boy, a lot. He did deliver a lot of points. It's true, but he needs to give us more. I mean, he has 2% relevancy in our league. Having him give me a 2% relevance. That means it doesn't matter if he scores or not. you know, Everyone has him.
Everyone
It's
have him,
just sad.
yeah. It's sad,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
telling you,
man.
bro.
I think we exhausted everything we are supposed to discuss. No statistics here, no
Yeah.
numbers, crazy numbers, talking about
No,
numbers. Let's just have the casual chat, enjoy the game. But yeah, it's gonna be a big, big weekend. Is yeah, guys, you have to forgive us. Today it was two Liverpool fans in the podcast, so we spoke a lot about
yeah,
Liverpool. So
so sorry.
yeah, yeah, we have to apologize for that. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll have a Man United fan here because we were gonna be looking forward to the Man United fixture and then see what's going on. So Chris, any final words? Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I don't use Twitter much, but if you do follow me on Twitter, that's fine. But if you are in Gambia, like hit us up, come to Three Chicks, maybe have a few drinks, talk about the FPL. I know
Yeah.
that you're gonna come soon, no? Aren't you
Yeah,
coming,
hopefully,
Cham, to Gambia
hopefully,
soon?
I'm planning to come soon. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm not decided yet, but
Really
yeah,
want to see you, man.
I will come. I will come for sure. I will come, and then we can have an FPL meetup, chat about FPL. Go to
Yeah,
yeah, for
definitely.
sure. Why not?
Most of the people in the league are here, so we should come and have a nice opening. We get T-shirts. It'll be fun. Kotu Classic.
Yeah, exactly. We should do that, man. We should do that definitely. So, guys, go catch him at C Bilal on Twitter, or if you're in the
Here, let's
Gambia,
call Blal on Twitter.
like
Yeah,
yeah. In Gambia, you are like a three chicks, right?
yeah.
He is that three chicks.
Three Chicks,
So
or even on the traffic light road. I'm there every day. You can see me driving. Just wave.
so guys, yeah. I think it was we spent 1 hour. I think that's nice. We spent 1 hour chatting, 30 minutes
Yeah.
about Liverpool, so that's not bad.
Yes. No, it's not bad, boy. But I'm happy.
It's not bad. Yeah, guys. But yeah, I think today we're gonna cut the pot here and wishing you guys everyone a happy game week 32 with green arrows and a big win for Liverpool. Not so, Chris. Big win
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
Liverpool.
don't even mind the red arrows. Just give me a Liverpool win, and I will have a good week. Me, I
Yeah,
don't, I don't mind the red arrows. Bring it.
yeah, I will take. I will take that. Yeah, I will surrender my lead in the Kotu Classic League for Liverpool to win this game. I tell you that. I will surrender it.
Guys, I wish City can hear you here, or Liverpool can hear you.
boy. When you got coffee, when you dego, boy, be I think
Yeah,
we will
man.
have.
God bless, bro. Really nice
Hopefully,
talking to you.
Yeah, it was great, man. Hopefully, we will have another pod soon before the season end. Maybe we'll be celebrating the title, or we'll be
Yeah.
celebrating something. I don't know. At least we have the
Your title.
we have the
Yeah.
we have the Carabao Cup too already, you know, in the back in the back pocket. So hopefully,
Yeah. One in
we
the
will
bag, four
add
more to
something
go.
to that. Yeah, four more, three more to go. So let's see how it
Yeah.
goes, guys. So guys, yeah, there you have it.
Okay, man.
That was the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. Thank you for joining us. And if you are new around, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like what we do, please hit that like button. So see you guys on the next one.